need all that money in one go. But if you want to, there are multiple ways, and I think we will then decide whether that works for you. What's the best route? So you could say, do you know what? I've got 100 plus 100, got 200 grand to get going with. Great, we can absolutely crack on with that. The other conversation we could also be having, say, Joe, I've got 200, 100, 100, and actually I've got another 200 here. So I can either do 400 and buy a bigger block of 10, or I can go, actually, I might say to you, do you know what? Instead of buying one, let's buy 2 blocks of 5. Whatever we find. So, but having the capital to get going is actually very handy. And if you're borrowing 200 grand, let's say at 5.5%, 6% at the moment, and you can produce 20% on top on that, it's irrelevant what the 6% is, because you're taking you are borrowing 6%, you're making 20, then you pay the 6, so you're making 14 on the new capital. But more importantly, and we're going to talk about goals in a minute, on a 20-year, 10-year, you are doubling that value. Does that make sense? Yeah. The value of the asset is doubling over time. So, yeah. But I want you, I mean, again, the good news about this is a full week that you get me like this. We have your specific interest at heart, what you want to do. And this is, for example, in a course, you don't get this. I'm not going to say, oh, you've got 200 grand there. Maybe we start to look at how we can repatriate that money. See what I mean? So I think that's quite a good pot. So pot A is 200, and there's a potential pot B of another 200.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So now tell me how you come across title split. What is your, how did you even come across it? Because it's not exactly, it's not buy to let, is it? It's a little bit more advanced. So how did you come across the strategy? How did you come across me? And what's your kind of thought process around this?
If I'm honest with you, doom scrolling, as they say.
Yeah.
So I'm one of them idiots that are being just like, and the main reason I'll be harsh with myself is because I know what I've been doing for the last 5 to 6, 7 years, 8 years as such. And I put hands up and I say it's probably been doom scrolling. So I came across.
What do you call it? Doom scrolling, is it?
Yeah, I think they call it doom scrolling because it's forever just on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I did to put into context, I think I first came across you when you charged £5,000 for the course, I think it was at the time.
Yeah.
But that's how
that's why you've been doom scrolling. You could have got it a little bit of discount.
I mean, I think buying a sense of security for myself, and hence why I can't hold back, because you know yourself, in this day and age with social media, making a quick buck is not really that difficult, and then disappearing is not that hard either.
Yes.
You get all sorts of criteria or stages of comment. And if I'm honest with you, seeing yourself and how transparent you are in terms of your conversations and everything. I mean, what was funny was when you put the ad in terms of how to vet a contractor or how
the due diligence for a coach. Okay.
I think that was part of our conversation where I potentially, obviously, highlighted some of my concerns, which it was a good thing because naturally, I mean, I think 90% of what you wrote down is what I did. The 10% I didn't do was obviously speaking to people that have already been on the course.
Yes.
Yes. Everything that I think I'm kind of satisfied myself really. If I'm honest with you, it's just having that confidence.
Yes.
First step in the sense that I'm not going to get my fingers burnt.
Yes, of course.
Is this actually going to work?
And this is why I think, I put this video around, because there's a lot of people, quite frankly, some people have bought a house 20 years ago and still, and they are, I can teach other people. And my whole point is, try and follow somebody, try and go with somebody who's actually doing it now. I mean, I've just bought 27 flats last month. This is live. This morning I'm going to talk to you about actuals, not hypotheticals, not in a back then or some might and invested in it. I'm actually doing it. All the problems that's going to be faced, I'm going to go through it first. Then you're going to hear it, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. This morning I had, and I'm going to talk to you about this deal as well, because it's live. I'm negotiating today. You're going to see it. Did I add you onto the liquidity sourcing WhatsApp?
You did, but I've not said nothing's come through.
I sent something this morning. So obviously I've been off for a couple of weeks. So I've sent something this morning, like a video of me talking about this deal that I'm going to talk about now. if you haven't got it after this call, remind me. I might have to re-add you again, take you off, re-add you again to make sure that you get it. But the idea is you're paying for something and somebody who is live, still buying today, and I can't wait to buy more. And more importantly, you're also getting my team, because without the team of lawyer, banker, broker, commercial agent, as well as tax advisor, you get all of that. And those have not been for a year. They've been with me for 15 years. And the good thing is, if you then decide to then work with us on Quiddity Sourcing, for example, the ones that we sell on, you also can, these people know each other well. Right, not like they're all in the same firm, but because they work with me for 15 years, they all know how I work, what the process is, and they almost sometimes, well, not all sometimes, a lot of the time they self-manage. They are working with each other without us being the pivot, which is an amazing place to be at. So I think I guess from my perspective, I will absolutely get you to where I hope you want to be, and it will be quite interesting now to hear where you want to be. But on that point, I'm going to start to flick into the workbook mode, and I'm going to go through some of the information there. Part of that is around goals. Again, you're a professional. I'm not gonna labor it the point, but I still want you to do it, and I'm just going to go through it with you so that we start everybody starts the same place. And at the end of this 1 hour, or it'll probably be a little bit more than that, you will be able to know where and how to source these buildings, what they look like, and what you need to look for, and where to go to find them. That's where my objective is for today. Then you've got work for next week based on what you're going to be taught today, to go and look for these blocks, and you're going to be expected to find 20, 25. That's how many there are out there. And I'm going to teach you how me, my team, my mentees, the people who I've worked with, they're all doing the same thing. Yeah?
Okay, fantastic.
So let's get this up and